Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode on You Can Heal, a Journey with Tamala. Today, we are going to be speaking with one of my favorite TikTok creators, GingerGM. Yet, he's not alone. We're going to also speak with his amazing wife, Hannah, Mrs. GingerGM, and even their fur babies. And we're going to hear about their journey as a couple and hear about their individual healing and then their healing together. In an episode, I heal, you heal, we heal. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, and sit back and relax. Guys, we thought that we were only going to have Brandon on, aka GingerGM, if you follow on TikTok. And instead, we got Mrs. GingerGM too. Hannah. I'm super, super duper excited to have both of them on. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey,
I'm so glad to be on with y'all.
thank you for having us.
Oh, I'm so thankful that you guys are here. I express so much gratitude in this moment. My number one question for you guys, though, is this. How is your energy today? How's the energy for you? How's the vibe for you?
It's been we maintain a fairly chill. It's with all the animals in here and us, we've kind of found our own rhythm here, and it generally is we maintain a chill vibe. She found the vibe. I just moved in and realized that all I had to do was match it. Does that make sense?
I love it. Makes total
Right.
sense.
Okay. Yeah, I think a lot of it, I call it womaning, learning how to woman up.
See, womaning up. I love it. I love it. I'm like, I've learned some things from you over the past few days. So, guys, as you guys know, I met GingerGM on the TikTok. And if you're thinking, damn, Tammy, you meet everybody on TikTok, the answer is yes. It is true. It is very true. That's how I've met folks. But you know what? You got to start somewhere when it comes to meeting people. And I'm like, we're going to have a great conversation with Hannah and Brandon about healing as a couple. And you guys, if you guys are fellow canna lovers, this is one of those episodes. Because guess what? Every periodic moment, we are going to smoke to that.
Yes.
Are you guys down for
Yep.
smoke to that?
Absolutely.
To that. So guys, like, let's start with the beginning when it comes to you guys, because I know everybody's relationship has some interesting story. Like, I met Waldo in line at Walgreens.
Oh, that's so cute.
So if you were going to get married where you guys met, where would it be?
It was at my old house. We met on Hinge. And our first date was at my house.
Yeah, it was about 3 days after we met on Hinge.
Thank you, Hinge.
Thank you, Hinge. Yes.
Listen for that. If you are somebody looking, look at Hinge. Check out Hinge.
We appreciated it so much.
Yes. We owe everything. No.
But our first date, he came over to hang out at my house, and it was just instant. Like, we just felt the connection. It was like we'd known each other forever.
Yep.
And he brought dog treats and cat treats, knowing that I had 7 animals. I mean,
ooh, guess what? I'll smoke to that.
Yeah,
like,
hell
I'll
yeah.
smoke to that. Respect for animals. I'll smoke to that.
Oh. No, it was actually her oldest cat, Carlton, was my first wingman. He was one of the first ones that came up to see me, and it was very dope. He is currently asleep. Well, they're all asleep right now.
He's a very, very particular man. Very judgy.
Yeah. So I'm a cat lover, but right now I've just got a pup. But when we moved, I had 3 cats. When Waldo and I got together, I had 3 cats and a dog.
Well, I've got 5 cats and 2 dogs.
I love that.
All rescues, and I can't not take an animal in if it needs help.
See, there's something about animals when it comes to when they're so healing, and they're like little balls of healing fur. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they realize how much they help us. You know?
My one of my dogs, I'm pretty sure he got me through some of the hardest times. He is my emotional support animal.
Absolutely. This
is him right here.
Oh, look at how beautiful he is.
That's Clarkson. That's Jeremy Clarkson.
Oh, I love that. I've got Hey. I've got Hey. And then I had Rufus. I had Rufus first.
I love that.
He was such a cute little dog. He was a Chiweenie. And so he looked like a Chihuahua on stilts with a little fat body.
Oh, I love it.
It was too cute. Too freaking cute. So you guys met, you hit it off, and how did you guys get through the beginning of your healing journey together? And by doing it together, how were you able to do it individually as well? And whoever wants to go first can go first.
Well, I think it really goes down to no matter. She was the first person that no matter how bad it got, no matter how, I don't know, I just always knew she was going to be there. I just knew from the beginning that she would never treat me as other people had treated me. And I was kind of a sort of a bit of a kicked dog when we first got together. And but she was the first safe place I'd ever truly had. And that gave me the foundation to just keep going, I guess. I mean, every single day we just knew we had. I just knew I had her, and we have a picture from the first day we met, and I think I showed it to you I think I showed it on the live.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but that was taken the very first day we met, and we just both knew that it was just neither one of us had ever been treated the way we treat each other.
Yes.
And level of just honesty and communication, emotional intelligence.
We would just sit for hours and just talk.
Yeah.
I mean, no phones, no TV, hours, and just learn about each other. And, that helped me tremendously, being in relationships where it was like living with a stranger that, or a roommate that you didn't know anything about. Mm-hmm. And having someone that just opened up and told me everything, it made me feel safe.
See, and would you, I don't know about for you, Hannah, but I'm going to say that I assume a little bit. I know that for myself, it was that feeling safe, that when I felt safe when I met Waldo, and I just felt that feeling safe did something within my nervous system.
100%.
As a woman, and I know you know this, Hannah, is like, as a woman, we have a tendency to be heavily in the masculine, that survival mode masculine. And now, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Guide to Change. Hey, it's me, Tamala from RLP Holistic Wellness, and I want to share something that's been truly transformative for myself, and I feel it'll be truly transformative for you too. It's called a Guide to Change. Now, a Guide to Change is more than just a membership. It's a place and space where you can find powerful courses, meditations, practices that support your growth and healing journey. Now, one of the courses I actually took, which is Overcoming Imposter Syndrome. If you know me, I've talked about imposter syndrome and the imposter syndrome struggle being real. With saying that, I left this course with tools to shift my mindset, as well as reconnect me with my worth and helped me step into my power fully and authentically. The community of Guide to Change is heart-centered and supportive, and it lets you know you don't have to do this alone. We're not meant to. I encourage you to explore the comments below and click on that link for a guide to change. Have a beautiful night, and let's return back to our scheduled podcast. Happy healing.
And it took me a couple of years to finally, be able to let the walls down a little bit faster than what I was doing in the beginning. At first, poor Waldo, I was only taking like a brick at a time down.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Are you still over there? Like,
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
But you find someone that you feel safe doing that, and it's huge.
Well, and I guarantee you, Waldo will appreciate this. But when you find a strong woman, and that woman relies on you, like, people don't understand how much work has gone into, like, you two allowing us to do anything at all for you guys. Like, you're independent, and it's amazing, and I love it. But like, I'm willing to bet he'll probably appreciate that.
Yeah.
But the amount of work that has gone into, but I don't know, but it's just, I don't know, cherish it. I don't know. It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
He most definitely will agree with you on that, because he's brought that. He's like, I know that was hard. And I was like, you have no idea. Like, he does this thing, and still sometimes I'll try to go back. And I said this on the last episode with Bry. I said, he'll be like, hey, I'm gonna grab the groceries and you go unlock the door. And I'm like, he's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm grabbing groceries. I'm helping. He's like, no, all I need, if you could do me a favor, I just need you to go unlock the door, babe. That's it, baby. Just go unlock the door.
You're like, let me just take a couple bags.
I know, just give me one. Like, it's like, and you guys know, I can make jokes now about addiction because we're coming up on 10 years. So I could make jokes about it and be okay with it. But I felt like a complete addict. And I was like, give me just one bag, just carry one. And he's like, no, baby, can you please help me and go to the door and unlock it, please? I'm like, oh. I don't know. Did you struggle at first with it, Hannah?
Oh, yeah. I still do. I'm also like a very thorough Capricorn, and that doesn't help either.
And guess what? Waldo's a Capricorn.
We're very stubborn.
Oh, yeah. Like, because I remember, and, Brandon, when you were talking about your story and talking about in the very beginning how it was for you, it makes me look back at Waldo, because I remember in the very beginning for him, he had such a hard time in the beginning. But I will tell you guys this, and this is just in my personal opinion, I feel like as you men heal, like all of a sudden you guys end up starting to walk the earth looking like Moses. I'm just saying. My husband has, like, Waldo, he has a bald head right now, but his freaking beard comes down to like here, salt and pepper beard. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna like wrap that around your neck and use it as a scarf during the
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Just let it grow. See what happens.
Basically, just kind of letting gravity do its thing.
You know what? And I will fucking smoke to that.
Yeah.
I think us too. Yeah.
That is too. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's just something I noticed. I noticed Waldo's been going through the journey as well. And he also, I'm like, you know what? I've noticed that a lot of these men, as you guys continue to go through your journey, I'm like, they kind of give off a Moses. The long beard, the longer hair. I'm like, oh, that's just, maybe it's just part of the vibe. Maybe it's just part of the vibe.
I'm here for it.
Same.
I am learning it. It's interesting. I think she's to the point where she's helping me learn how to put it in a ponytail. Like I still have her do it, but just the fact that having a ponytail be a brand new experience in your late 30s is just, it's very, very interesting.
I braid Waldo's beard.
Oh, that's cool.
Love it.
braid his beard.
I've braided his hair a little bit.
See, I freaking love it. I think that that's like, but I think that it's part of the growth together. I think like I can relate to the being able to sit with your partner and have a conversation. I remember not being able to do that, not being able, I didn't feel safe to be who I was.
Yes.
Now, Hannah, coming from the femme side of it, how does this differ for you from relationships that you've had before? And where do you find your struggle with it?
Honestly, it was a struggle for me to feel like I could be myself. And I mean, here I am on a Sunday in my pajamas, haven't touched my hair, no makeup, I mean, he just lets me be me and I don't feel, like intimidated or like I need to put up some kind of front or, I don't need to cater to his every need because we're just chilling and being ourselves and being happy and we're honest and open and communicative. And I've never had that before.
See,
and it was hard for me to realize, okay, he doesn't care if I roll out of bed and hang out all day and lay on the floor with my animals. And I recently got a tattoo gun, so I'm trying to learn how to tattoo myself. So I'm, just doing tattoos on my legs at whatever I want. He's so supportive of that,
mhm.
I work night shift and that's difficult for
I have to cut in here.
Sorry.
That's because no, I'm sorry. I just have to cut in. I will support it because it's fucking cool. Like the tattooing yourself it's fucking cool. Like that is. I love waking up every morning. I love waking up every morning, seeing what artist like what art she's been inspired to create, and the canvas is literally her body, and it's the coolest thing ever.
Hannah, you know what? I'm not going to smoke to that, but I will smoke to that. But to me, that is one of the most badass. See, Brandon got me. I think that's one of the most badass things. My husband has a tattoo on his calf that he did.
Oh, that's so cool.
When his younger brother is a tattoo artist, like completely covered tattoo artist.
Nice.
And when he first started, the one thing that they would do is they would like tattoo each other or tattoo themselves. And so he's got a tattoo on his calf.
Yeah, I'm just like, I want to learn how to do it. And I've got so much real estate on my legs. So let's see what happens.
Got free real estate. I'm going for it, right? I love that. Brandon, what do you think of that? Like, what do you think?
I think she's the coolest human that's ever existed. That's basically it. No, she's the source of all that is good in my life. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I could gush about her all day.
Same.
I love that though. I love the friendship. I don't know how you guys feel on it, but I can assume a little bit because I feel like we're on the same couple vibes.
Yeah,
like we're on that same couple.
She's my best friend.
Yeah, we're best friends, and he's the only person I choose to hang out with. when I'm like, I don't want to be around people. that doesn't include him,
Right.
obviously. I'm like, I
Right.
don't want to be around anyone else. I don't want to be around people, and obviously it doesn't include him.
See, I feel you guys on that because that's the way Waldo and I are. We're like, we hang out with each other, and people are like,
Yeah.
"You guys want to go out?" Like, no, we're hanging out with each other. They're like, "Don't you guys want to like leave or like do something?" No. What about our dog? Our dog. We don't want to leave our dog. Our dog has.
Yeah, we have animals, and we're enjoying our rent.
That's what I'm saying. You know what? I'm getting it. I'm getting the time. You know what I mean? I'm getting the money's worth, right?
That's right.
And I want to know, like, we're gonna go with the fun question now. What is your favorite strain?
Hmm.
We really love some snow caps.
Yeah, love snow caps. They're really hard to find now. But snow caps are our go-to. I've actually been doing this syrup.
Ooh.
We get from a local dispensary. It's awesome. But no, I think a lot of it is my tolerance is a lot higher than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to go to a bit more extreme sometimes to maintain that level. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
that
to
I
hit
do.
that.
Yeah.
But
Let's see. One we got today is black garlic gelato,
yeah,
and it's pretty dope.
Ooh.
pretty
You know
good.
what? Today I've got, what is this? This is Silver Cloud. See,
Ooh.
we are an indie couple. We're an indie couple.
Absolutely.
I love a good indica. So
Same.
right now it is the Silver Cloud and peanut butter breath. Like
Ooh.
we are a breath family. This is including Ma too. Mom is a part of that. We are a
Love
breath
that.
family. The motor breath, the peanut butter breath.
Oh yeah.
Love that.
I've actually found out I need to stay away from sativas. In experimenting with them, like they has the central nervous going back to the central nervous system. Like I maintaining that and finding your center. Sativas, I don't know. I'm not really sure. The way I'm assuming I'm not alone here.
Oh yeah, the sativa world is not for Tamla. It is not for Tamla. I'm not a sativa person, and you know it kind of makes sense because like the breath work with cannabis. So I do the aligned with the elements, and it's breath work, meditation, sound healing, all rolled into one in a class. You know, and a lot of people that have joined, it's virtual so people can be in their home and in their own comfort, you know. But a lot of people really do enjoy it, being able to begin your session with a good smoke and even end your session with a good smoke, you know. So now both of you, were you guys cannabis users before you guys got together? Were y'all smokers before?
I was for sure. Daily.
I never could. I think a lot of my anxiety and it being illegal, I think my anxiety played a big factor. But when I got into a safe environment,
Yes.
I was able to start enjoying it more. Which that safe environment is her. So yeah, but I didn't really start smoking until after we got together, and it again like just changed my life.
See, and that's something I think that for a lot of people, that was something and is still something that people, the first thing they think about cannabis is they're like, oh my goodness, it's illegal, which I completely understand that, you know, until I became a patient. And that's due to my own allergy, like physical allergy to narcotic medication. It makes me have seizures.
Oh, wow.
You know, to experience that and then have a doctor like a neurologist, he's like, I can't give you pain meds, so try this. We're going to try this. And cannabis was just the perfect thing. Yes. And then of course it was funny that just so happen the love of my life is a third generation grower. So, you know,
Great.
yes, right. And
Sorry.
so, like, it was a safe space. I think that a lot of people not having that safe space and having that more like, shame on you, cannabis is a bad thing. Cannabis is and you know, I am going to add it to those of you that say cannabis is so terrible and blah, blah, blah. You realize that in the big book, it does say all seed bearing herb. I said it, I'm leaving it alone, but I said yep, washing my hands with it. But when it comes to, we've had some conversations, small conversations about you guys and stepping into a space that is cannabis friendly. Do you guys, are you open to talk about that?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Please, like, let's talk about it. You guys, like, tell the folks what the, like, tell them about what you guys are doing. I don't want to put it out there. I want you guys to be able to talk about what your hopes and dreams are with cannabis.
I think it really ties into the restaurant I would love to open one day.
Mhm.
I'd love to have infused cuisine would be awesome, like infused cocktails. That would be awesome.
yes. And maybe tasty pastries.
That'd be dope.
Like, dude, that would be so dope. Like, I love cooking with cannabis. So have you guys like jumped into that, like with cooking with cannabis?
We really haven't like experimented much, but I think it would be really cool.
That would be fun.
I have a good recipe for you guys. I'll slide that to you guys after the podcast. I'll slide you guys the canna butter recipe.
Oh, I would love that.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So I want to talk a little bit more when you guys are going through the stress, when you're going through the frustration, or with each other or with the outside world. What is your number one thing that you like to do when you get home, when you're down to all the, just to the nothing, like thinking of yourself as like your heart is open, your heart is naked? What is your first thing that you guys like to do? What is like your go-to thing?
Well, I think, and I don't mean to speak for both of us, but I kind of might. I think walking into this house, walking into our house has its own effect, where it's just like we just shut everything off from the outside, and nothing else matters. We've got the babies, we've got each other, especially when we're both home at the same time.
Yes.
It's
our little spaceship. Is
what
we call it.
Yeah, we call it our spaceship, and the pets are our leisure passengers. They are on the best leisure cruise of their life, but we kind of look at it as like our little spaceship / lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
Like I kind of with the alternate where I sleep mornings, I sleep at night, and she sleeps during the day. It's kind of look at it as like a lighthouse shift in a way.
Yes.
So, but it's great. We've got our little I think with leisure passengers is probably the best analogy I got.
And I know for me, if I'm having like a shitty day at work and I'm driving home, just the feeling of driving home and knowing I'm going to walk into our spaceship, just knowing that takes it off my shoulders.
Yep.
And as soon as I walk in the door, he's here, and big hugs. We don't even have to talk, but it's just walking in the door, creating a space that as soon as you walk in, you just feel it float away.
I love that. I love the making it your own, like, pleasure cruise. Like, to me, that is the most beautiful. And maybe it's because, like, I get to be married to my best friend.
Yes.
And I get to do this journey with him. And it's been freaking amazing. And I can totally speak for him because he says it's been amazing for him too. Now, what is your guys' what's your go-to modality?
Modality. Well, what do you mean by more? What?
Holistic modality. So, like, is it the breath work? Is it the meditation? Is it the yoga? Is it the smoke and chill?
For me, breathing is everything. The meditation. But yeah, no, for me, it's breath work has always been my thing. I especially having asthma, and but no, that's basically what I knew. What was it? I think trying to think of the best way. One of the ways that got me through it was realizing that doing anything other than breathing is just you using your imagination. Like thinking you can do anything more than just breathe is using your imagination. Yeah, there we go. And
Yeah.
but it just all starts with your breath work. But I've learned, it's been a long road learning that. You know, it's been interesting. But no, it all starts with your breath. I mean, it starts, that's your core of everything you are.
Yes.
But I think there's a lot of people out around here that are walking around that are basically open central nervous systems on the world. Like they're split constantly. But they don't understand because there's such a stigma on mental health, and it's one that I've had to figure all this out, and so is she, as first generation people who have decided to go on this journey of self-discovery. This, I don't know, the path of emotional intelligence and choosing, because it's a choice. You wake up every day and make the conscious decision to change. I mean, it's on us every single day.
And it's free. It's free to be nice to people.
It is
It's
literally
free to
free.
treat people with respect.
It's sorry, we say it's fucking free.
It's fucking free.
It's fucking free.
Free.
Kindness is fucking free.
And understanding.
Yeah, understanding.
Yep. And I'm right there with you guys because, like, you know, I feel like society has gotten to this point, and it's been this way, that if somebody is kind, they want something, there's something wrong with them, they're crazy. And I'm like, why? Because someone was like nice to you. Oh my goodness, they're preying on people by commenting them, like giving them a compliment.
My favorite thing to do is compliment people.
I'm like, right? I'm like, if I see somebody wearing something that I love, that looks fabulous on you. Because then also too, I think it looks great on them. So now, like, I'm like, hey, that could look great on me too. Why not? You know, and it's very interesting how the world is changing because people are more open now to talk about mental health than they were before. Because I have my grandmother's sister. My grandmother's passed a long time ago, but her sister was in a mental institution. You know, and I see so many of the like old school folks, you know, where that was what they did when their sibling, when they felt there was mental health challenges, the first thing they did was put them in a place.
Right.
Instead of working things through with them, or they brush it under the rug. Like I remember growing up, I didn't hear about people going to therapy. Like,
right. No.
People going to therapy. No, nothing. Nothing until I got older. What about you?
It was a stigma.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking to a therapist, you're crazy.
Mm-hmm. It was a really rough one, which I guess, like for me, I can't understand it because it's family, or it's a friend that you're watching that they would do that to. And, you know, I don't know. It's just something like, it's so weird to me, but I'm happy that more people now, I think it's the newest generation that encouraged the millennials, because you have your Gen Xers. Like, I'm a Gen X millennial, so I was born right at the very end. But I was also did all the things, like be home before the street lights come on.
Yep.
When
Right.
the lights come on, your ass better be at the front door walking in.
Yep.
I mean, at home by ourselves. Latchkey kids don't answer the door unless don't answer it.
Don't answer the door. Yeah.
Even if it's me, I have a key. I'll get in on my own. You know? So, but then we go to the youngest generation, which I would say is my oldest niece, who's 18. She's going to college. And it was really important for her. She's like, Auntie, therapy is so important. And we're having this conversation. And I was like, dude, I learned that.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that though.
She's so big on it. But I learned about it going to rehab. Rehab, they were like, you have your therapy session. And I was like, okay, what's this about? You know what I mean? So what do you guys think about that? Do you feel that it's something that needs to be more, not experienced, but I feel that people should communicate about it more.
I agree.
Oh, 100%.
I agree 100%.
It's there's been a stigma there for a long time, and I'm speaking as a white male, so there's especially been a stigma in our world that they saw it as weakness, and they saw it as if you didn't just suck it up, you were broken. Or what I mean, if you couldn't suck it up, if you couldn't just suck it up and ignore it, you were broken at the core. And I'm someone that is always I guess I've just always seen through that patriarchal bullshit, and I have lived a life on the outside because of it, and that's why it kind of blew Hannah away, because she didn't know there was a guy like me, just like I didn't know someone like her existed. Like it was great, but I mean we both kind of saved each other from a drowning ship situation, and but we got our spacecraft, and we're on our journey together.
I love it because Waldo is also a white male, and that was something that we had a conversation about. He's like, well, when I was growing up, therapy was for PUSSY.
Yeah.
That's what it was for. And he's like, that's the way that it was looked at. He was like, or they'll think that you're crazy. And that's one of my biggest things, I guess, when I hear people think that they state someone with mental health challenges is crazy. I'm like, they're not crazy.
No.
Nope.
Most of the time, it's a dysregulated nervous system, which they don't want to talk to you about that in school. They don't want to talk to you about how self-love is something that truly is more important than any of the extra shite that they tell us that we should worry about. The kids, the fences, the dogs, all of that shit. They say that's what we need to worry about, that we need to be better than the person on the other side or the person next to you. I need to be better than. I'm like, dude, why the fuck do I want to be better than them?
Right.
I want to be better than myself.
Right.
But we come across many that are still stuck in that old mindset. And so now, because of course folks are going to want to know, so you met him on TikTok. What made you get on TikTok in the first place?
The election. It was just I'm the guy that had I have a Kamala Harris bumper sticker super glued on my backpack. So I was part of that blue wave out here, and I was very vocal about it, and the whole time I just wanted someone to know that I existed. Because at the time we were going through the court thing, the
hurricane.
and then the hurricane hit. It was just a really, really. I think if you look back on my very first TikTok, it was the day of the hurricane. I think it was at Helene. I think
Helene, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit Western North Carolina.
So, but with her family reacting the way they did, I knew it was more important than ever that I needed to speak out. And that's basically what I've been doing this whole time, is just trying to, it's been my healing journey, my spiritual awakening, I guess, has been on TikTok. So it's been wild. It's evolved over the time. Now I want to use this platform that I'm building for, I think, at its core, community. Community is the only thing that is going to be getting us forward through all of this.
Yes.
And I don't know what form that's going to take yet, but I know that I try to foster that everywhere I go. Every, and it goes back to that. Would you rather be a thermostat or a thermometer when you walk into the room? And I've worked very, very, very hard to be a good thermostat. To be that calm presence, and it's taken a lot of breath work, and it's taken a lot of understanding on Hannah's part, letting me, vent, because I would split, and I could get scary. I mean, I'm not in a bad. I would never hurt her, but like I was dealing with a lot of. I was healing a lot of emotional trauma, and healing a lot of, because I didn't know at the time that your body remembers everything. Like
Yes.
I didn't know what I know now. But it's just been breathing, and I knew that Hannah needed me to keep my light alive. He needed to keep, like, I knew she looked to me just as much as I looked to her. So she needed me to, and I also knew that with this TikTok thing taking off, you can't fake it. Like you can't fake it. You're seeing ample examples, and we're probably going to be, that's going to be our popcorn entertainment, is going to be celebrities that we thought, like, we're going to be finding out, like, everything's coming out now everywhere.
Oh yeah.
There are no secrets anymore. there's like, it's all, I don't know. Astrologists, take from that what you will. I know there's a lot going on there, but they yeah. But I knew, to be a, I guess, a figure that people look to, you have a responsibility to practice what you preach.
Yes.
And I am so averse to being anything other than myself. Like I've once, now that I've committed to unmasking, um, because that's what I'm learning. Everyone's doing. Everybody's masking. Everyone's either masking or split, or I don't know. I don't have the education to back this up. I just have the personal experience of, like, what I've learned, the terms I've learned as I've learned it, I guess. And I don't have any formal education, really. I was relatively homeless most of my life until I met her. So I was, couch surfing. I just do what just drifting along, doing what I could to survive. Um, but no, meeting her changed everything for me. And I think it just, she showed me understanding and compassion and just love. just gave, and but she got to see firsthand example of how people like me are treated, people that believe what I believe. And it was me standing up for the things that I believe in. Being proud of the fact that my spirit animal is an African American lesbian. You know, people that would be offended by that. There are people out there that would be that are offended, but when I say that, or they get uncomfortable, and I'm learning not to care. And it's been a it's been an amazing journey. Um, and I know the past few months, especially, the love I've received in the comment section has just been unbelievable. It's been unreal. You guys are just so great. And like Lady J, there's so many that have let me know that I've impacted them as much as they've impacted me. You know, and just it is really an amazing thing. But I just think it's weird having a platform that it's just me. That I'm not selling anything. I'm not, you know, I haven't been, I haven't been advertising anything. I've just been life, and I posted one video a day every day for, since the hurricane.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been, and it's interesting when it's just me now, or it's just me, it's me giving that encouragement to other people. But I've realized that some people just need someone to believe in, someone that believes in that.
Mhm.
And it's not as common as you think. And so, but we kind of looked around, I kind of looked around and saw that I had to be the adult. I had to kind of build the big boy table. And I had to set that example. But most of the time, the people I encounter, I'm the only kindness they've received that day. And it's like, and it's obvious in a lot of cases, and it's wild when that's your message. That it's just be nice to each other. Like, be nicer to, like, everyone just needs to be nicer to each other.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's all. That's all you have to do. Just be nice. Be nice.
I mean, really,
be nice to yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
And
start to yourself, and that's the hardest one. And something I struggle with daily is giving myself that same level of unconditional love that she has shown me, showing that to myself, and knowing that it's okay to be where I am, and it's okay to be who I am. And that's really it. I mean, it's it's interesting, but I kind of went on a little bit of a tangent there, I guess. But no, I just it's different when it's interesting when like it's just been me talking and saying the things that, if there was something really clever that I thought I needed to hear that day, I'll just put it on TikTok. And that's basically been it.
I love that. I love it. And I will be open. That's that one TikTok that I told you guys about. That's what hooked me. But then when I started looking and listening to seeing that one video a day, that's what it was. And I was like, dude, to meet someone else that also is like, hey, I love you. I love you on purpose. And that's one thing I love you on purpose. Saying that people, and they were like, well, why? I get all the time, why do you say I love you on purpose? Because I love myself on purpose. Why can't I love you on purpose? I love my family on purpose. And when you think about it, like, to do something on purpose, do it with intention.
Yes.
I ask people, as a breathwork and meditation facilitator, holistic weaver, we'll just leave it at that umbrella term. Basically, I've been trained in multiple holistic modalities. And instead of giving you this long list, I got one thing: holistic weaver. And
I love it.
You tell people, I say, breathe with intention. Take this breath with intention. Breathe in. Intentionally breathe in. And intentionally exhale. Imagine, vision yourself completely releasing. And I look at it like that. If I can do that intentionally, why can I not love other people intentionally? Why can't I love people on purpose? Complimenting people. Like, I think it looks great on them. Why not tell them? Because we're in a space, and society-wise, personally, and this is just from my personal experience, I've seen adults doing it for the likes. Doing it for the likes. And this was before social media even became a thing or even came around. People were just doing it for the likes. Putting a brand new fence out front, even if the fence didn't need to be fixed, but putting a brand new fence outside because you saw Joe across the street did it. And then Mary and Dawn did it down the street. You've got to go and fit in with the Joneses. You got to be a part of the Joneses. And for me personally, I have found, when you find someone on a social media space that is saying stuff back to you that you've been saying and putting out there into the world, or trying to put out there, because let me tell you, I have found that the self-love, take a look at yourself, it starts with you, that shit is the hardest shit to get people to realize.
100%.
It really is. It really is. They're so caught up with what other people are doing that, and I see that in everyday life, and I'm learning the wisdom in silence. That I'm learning there's wisdom in silence every day. Like
observing.
And I learn it. I get it from her because I know she sees everything. Like I noticed that, but
I'm a quiet observer.
Same. And people,
and that's the way to be. But she's been my example the whole time. But no, and it's fun when quiet observers get together, because then we just people watch. It's great.
It is, because we're just like,
oh, and if you think we're getting or if you think we're going to do this podcast and not talk about Supernatural for a second, you're kidding yourself.
You know what? Like, dude, I was like, okay, so we'll be ending, but are we going to end on? Yeah. I was like, dude, I hope they say it, because I don't just want to say it and put it out there and be like, I missed so much in Supernatural. This is the third time that I'm doing the binge watch. So, like, every 2-3 years, I'll pick it back up and binge watch it.
He introduced me to the show. I hadn't seen it before, and I've seen it 3 times all the way through just since we've been together. It's all I want to watch.
Isn't that amazing? I just got done with season 9. Dude, I must have missed all of season 9 every single time I binge watched. This is the third. I'm doing the third one now. And I'm like, I watched season 9. I'm like, how did I miss this shit?
I mean, every time I watch it, I see something new. It just thoroughly entertains me.
And have you started The Boys yet?
No, but I wrote it down. But I was like, wait a minute. Do I want to jump in now in the middle of my Supernatural? And I'm like, maybe I should.
It is.
The Boys is wild. It is Eric Kripke with no budget and no rating, no filter.
I see this.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. It really is. It's
And
It's
it is
wild.
quite relevant to the times going on now. They kind of pick on a
So-
lot of it.
So poignant. So poignant. Especially with what's happening as we speak. When you watch it, you'll understand.
Yes.
You'll understand. You'll understand. He's making fun of all of the same people you want him to make fun of. Like
Yes.
you would make fun of. If that makes sense. Like he did a great job with it.
Oh, see, I'm gonna have to watch, but I'm like, do I want to stop my supernatural right now and then go? See, I'm one of those though, you know what I mean? Sometimes you get into like 3 shows at once and you're watching like this one and that one. Hannah, I have to say this really quick. I think I see a yin yang tattoo on your finger.
Oh, yep. It's actually from a Mac Miller album.
I love it. I've actually got yin yang tattoos on my upper shoulder. It was my drawing that I did in college. I was in an art design class.
That's
And
awesome.
the one thing that we had to do was design something. So I said, if I design a tattoo and get it tattooed, will I get an A? And she said, yes.
Oh, hell yeah. That's
And I
awesome.
did.
That's so awesome.
So, like, what is your favorite part? Okay, let's do this. Who is your favorite character on Supernatural? Let's go.
Dean. Dean, I can't not.
Oh, Castiel.
Wow. Oh, you guys are gonna be like, what? Okay, guys, it's Crowley.
I
freaking
love
Crowley. I love Crowley.
Crowley is amazing. He's up there.
I love Crowley.
Dean a lot of times is like the things he says out loud are like my inside thoughts, and so that's why Dean is just I can't not.
No, but Sam too. Sam is
Oh, I know.
sweet.
They're all just so wonderful. That is the best show I've ever seen.
So I introduced her. I'm a super hulock. I don't know if you remember that term. Have you ever heard of that term?
Mm-hmm.
Supernatural. It's a supernatural Sherlock, Doctor Who. Anyway, it was a Tumblr thing. But there's a video that Misha Collins did on his YouTube channel. It's like a fake in the day of like a day of filming of Supernatural.
Oh goodness.
And it is hilarious. But if you look up Misha Collins' YouTube channel,
Mhm.
they have a fake fan, and it's like you have the most overly exaggerated environment, but it's amazing. It is. I don't want to spoil anything for it. You have to watch it.
I'm gonna go watch it. I am.
But
It's
it's
worth
like
every
Misha,
minute.
yeah, it's on his. It's an older video. But if you look up like Supernatural set tour,
Mhm.
it'll pull it up. But it's on. But yeah, Misha Collins. They gave him a project, and he got to have fun with it.
I freaking love that show. I cannot get enough of that show. So,
Thanks.
guys, I want to tell you both thank you so much for coming on today and like really chatting it up with me and sharing your love, sharing your stories. What is one thing that both of you would love to tell people and give someone some encouragement? I'm going to give you both the floor and just.
Got you.
Hmm?
Go first.
Be nicer to yourself. Give yourself the patience and understanding that you would show your best friend. Like treat yourself as if you were your own best friend. I mean, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like talk to yourself as if you don't tell yourself anything you wouldn't tell your best friend. Because a lot of us we have a negative voice in our head, and that's not usually ours. It's usually from the most critical person in our life, and that little negative voice saying we can't do it's not who we are. That's mine, I guess.
Yeah, and go. I agree with that 100%. And also just treating other people with understanding and patience. It's not hard, and just judging people for decisions they make that don't affect you is shitty. treating people like you're better than them is shitty.
Mhm.
I hate all of that. And
Yeah.
just like slow down and take each day like you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Treat people well.
Basically,
It's not fucking hard, and it's
it's
free.
not. It's free. It's not hard and it's free. I mean, it goes down to the ripple effect. I mean, we control what our ripple is. That's it.
Mhm.
And it has a way of finding its way back to us. And
Yes.
I'm currently reaping benefits of that. And such as this podcast, I'm so honored to be here. This
Yes,
is
thank you
amazing.
so much for having us. This is incredible.
Your friendship has meant a lot to me, and but your breathing techniques have so helped me so much in finding my center every morning. It really is but it's one of those things where people need to understand it. It's a day at a time. It's just that's all you can do is take it one day at a time.
All we have is today.
Literally.
Yes. Keeping yourself present in the moment and just staying now.
Yes.
Because all
Yeah.
the extra things like that come up, the fears, most of the fears that we have aren't really carry no weight. Because then when it changes, we're perfectly fine after. But it's like, wait a minute, why did I step into that or let myself step into that place? And guys, I greatly appreciate both of you. I'm grateful for the friendship, for the brother and sisterhood. Hannah,
Yes.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
letting me have your husband as my brother from another mother.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank
And
you.
now, thank you for being my sister from another mister.
I love
So,
this.
guys, one way that you can find Mr. and Mrs. GingerGM is you can find them on TikTok. What I will do is make sure to put all of their links and things like that in the little bio. Just make sure that you go to that. And again, have a beautiful, beautiful evening, a beautiful day, whatever it is for you, and continue to love yourself unconditionally. Happy healing.
Yeah.